Is the final low in Cardano already in? In today's video, we are going to mainly talk about this question, and I am going to talk about what is happening for like very short term and why in here I'm seeing some optimistic signs indicating maybe for the next couple of days we are going to continue this move up. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones, and let's go on 15-minute time frame real quick. There we go. So what is happening in this region? It seems like that we are having kind of a three-wave movement and not an impulsive structure, and this shadow right in here doesn't actually exist when you go on some other charts. So if you want to ignore that, you can actually say it with a decent bit of confidence that this is indeed a correction, and it did kind of get confirmed when in this move up in ADA we took this important high about, let's say, 73 cents. Now for like very short term, there is a chance that we may have like a WXY in form of a double zigzag, and we may see another move down in ADA, but then we are most likely going to see a move on the upside. And if we do something like this, that could be potentially an ideal long opportunity the moment that we get this move, and in it we take this high, because at that point, well, okay, you can say this is a three-wave movement, a corrective movement with a hell of a lot of more confidence. And for example, your stop loss can be under this low about, let's say, like 67 cents, and your target can be somewhere around maybe like 80 to 85 cents area. So for like very short term, I am actually a bit optimistic on Cardano. Now let's go on H1 time frame and see what is happening, and can we argue that the final low actually is already in? Well, the answer is maybe, and here is how I can argue that. You see, in Cardano, no matter what kind of scenario are we going to have in here, all the bullish ones do suggest this move on the upside should not, under any kind of circumstances, stop right in here. And for example, we get like a very strong move down in order to take these lows. Why is that? Well, let's check out different possibilities. One scenario suggests maybe this is a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and then let's just do this. Okay, big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and this can be a 1 and a 2 right in here, but on a lower degree relative to this one, and this move can be into our wave 3. And what we need to see next, well, you know the deal, correction for 4, another move on the upside, and at that point the sub waves for this red wave 3 are going to be complete, and we need to see a consolidation pattern and at least one more move up. So this was one of the bullish possibilities. What about the other one? And that's kind of unlikely, but you know, let's just consider it. You can kind of say maybe like this is an impulse to about this point into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and well, okay, if this is happening, maybe to about here, or possibly I'm gonna say a bit higher, can be the end of our wave 3. And once more, the conclusion is the same. We need to see a consolidation pattern for another move on the upside into wave 5. Now, at this point, you might say, well, okay, what about the possibility of having in this area an expanding leading diagonal? And by the way, if you don't know what an expanding leading diag looks like, it actually is like this. This is our initial move up into wave 1, correction for wave 2, big move on the upside into wave 3, which has to be bigger than our wave 1, correction for 4, it's gonna be bigger than wave 2, and also unlike a normal 5 wave in here, we must have overlapping of the waves between our corrections, our wave 2 and 4, and this is our final move up into wave 5, and it has to be the biggest wave in this structure. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. And you might say, well, okay, in Cardano, we are having from here to about this point a wave 1, correction for wave 2, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. And again, since we are having clearly overlapping of the waves between our wave 2 and 4, and wave 3 is definitely bigger than wave 1, well, okay, that narrows our option to only an expanding leading diagonal if you want to say this is a complete impulse to about the current area. However, this scenario cannot be in play. Why is that? You see, in an expanding leading diag, wave 4 must be bigger than wave 2. And let's just measure the length of our wave 2. There we go. As you can see, wave 4 is not actually bigger than wave 2. It's smaller. So Basically, this structure is not allowed. And this was, I'm going to say, pretty much the only possibility suggesting that maybe this move up in Cardano, even if we are bullish, soon is going to come to an end. So what's the conclusion? You can be optimistic and bullish in Cardano, and you can argue the low is already in, but you want to see first some sort of a consolidation pattern into this, probably I would say wave 4, and then another move up into wave 5 in order to talk bullish with a hell of a lot of more confidence. And in the next videos, we are going to every now and then check out this setup and see what are we doing, and again, can we be optimistic and say the final bottom is in. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Cardano's price chart, and until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.